I don't know. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
We're live. We're up.
Cricket.
No,
Cricket.
Just close things out. No.
I need to get my soundboard so I can do those noises on
Yes.
command.
Cricket.
Yeah.
Crickets. Oh my gosh. That'd be amazing. We want to do. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our podcast. It's been a while, but here we are. You know, we're just kind of here. Anyway, with sounds, I really want to get Lil Forest Faye one of those and just allow her to like randomly do that on our stream because I think it would be hilarious because she's so funny and she also presses the wrong button all the time. And I just feel like it would be comic relief to like literally everything.
We need that.
Yeah.
It needs to happen.
It does. It very much does. How are you supposed to get through without comic relief, you know?
Agreed.
Yes. Anyway. Okay, well, do we just want to jump in?
Let's do it.
Okay. Starting podcast in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Game Raven Review podcast. I'm your host, Sam, and we are a collective of content creators, writers, and indie enthusiasts whose mission is to introduce gamers to hidden gems in the indie game world. And as I am every week, I am joined by some very talented individuals to discuss the world of indie games. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about some of the games that we're looking forward to at the end of 2022. And basically just seeing if you guys also have the same kind of games that you're looking forward to. I'm going to probably throw in Pokemon because that is, of course, again, an indie game. But before we get into any of that, let me introduce who I have with me this week. Starting off with Taz, who is our Twitch team lead and podcast editor. Taz, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you, Sam?
I am doing all right. Thank you for asking. Next, we have Puppet, who is our editor-in-chief.
Heyo!
Puppet, how are you?
I am good. I'm excited to have the podcast back. I've missed you guys.
Oh, you've been missed as well.
Mm.
Got to fly out to see you in person.
Yes, that was so fun.
Yeah, I just wish I lived closer
I
and
know.
not like 2,000 miles away.
Yes, you and Sarah. I just wish we all lived closer. But thank God for technology and Discord and all the things.
True.
Yes.
I don't know great Discord, but thank you. Whoever you are. Hopefully you did nothing to make me regret this in years coming. And we also have Emily, aka Whitefoot, who is our lead editor. Emily, how are you?
Good. How are you? I mean, you already said you're all right. I don't know why we all ask you, how are you, after you answered the first person, because probably your answer won't have changed, but...
You never know. You know what? Since you've asked, you know, it's a little cloudy outside.
It's smoky here. It's been
Yeah.
smoky. This is weird because it hasn't rained. It still hasn't rained, and that is not normal for Seattle area.
It is
Oh.
not.
No. And we're like we are mid-October and it still hasn't like,
It's
yeah,
hot.
I don't know I don't like it. I
It's
don't
not
like it.
right. it's just wrong.
Right?
But we're good. We're alive. That's something.
It is. And I am glad to have all of you here for this podcast. And we'll be right back with what we've been playing. See you on the other side. What we've been playing. Someone put eel next to Taz.
Oh, who did that? It's weird.
And we are back in 3, 2, 1. And welcome back to the Game Raven Review podcast with our segment What We've Been Playing, where we discuss what we've been playing for the last week or so. And let's start off with Taz. Taz, what have you been playing?
I've been playing some Skyrim. I don't know, you just get that itch, sometimes it's like Minecraft or Skyrim. You just get the itch to just be in a world and just do whatever you want, which I love. I'm playing it on the Switch, specifically, and it's been great time. I'm doing because I didn't get the millionth edition of Skyrim. It's the one before that. I haven't upgraded it, although you can upgrade your old edition on Switch to the newest one, and I don't think it corrupts anything. It just gives it a little juice, a little boost. So that's cool. I think. Do your research, kids, but I have no idea. It makes sense because it promotes it like on the main menu when you go into the game. It's like, hey, so I imagine. But I am doing a specific rogue thief build and only doing things that would fit the role playing. I'm like trying to do a major role playing thing, because like normally I would do that kind of build, but also like I would learn like little things just to like for me to level up for the sake of it, which I'm not doing. I'm sticking with light armor, one-handed weapons, pickpocketing, sneaking, a little bit of bow and arrow, but not too much, because the biggest cheese was a sneak and archer build, which I've done and it's amazing. But I'm trying to be light on that, focusing on pickpocketing and stealing and all that stuff, with a little light alchemy, because I believe that potions are helpful for a sneaky thief. Sometimes you need that potion of invisibility, things like that, some heals. Just light. I won't advance it too much, but I'm experimenting with ingredients. But I'm only doing also like dialogue options that would my character would actually care about. Like, I'm not gonna go asking about the College of Winterhold because I'm not a mage and I don't care about that stuff, that magic mumbo jumbo. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of, and I think I'll push it to maybe the what's the guild that they just kill people? The
Assassin's Guild.
Yeah. Yep. Thank you. I'll do that quest line, but I won't do any other like major build quest lines because I don't want to ruin the role playing experience for myself. So, and of course, the best place to go for my kind of build is Riften, but I don't want to go there too early because I'm still trying to do missions from Whiterun, and I'm getting my butt kicked because of how technically weak my build is. But I'm getting there, building XP, and I'm excited because I haven't actually even played any of the DLCs, ever, in the longest time since they've been out. So, but then again, I probably will stop playing once Pokemon comes out. So, so there's that. But yes, thank you for asking. Sorry about that. I really like Skyrim. I really do.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yes.
So, okay, you've played Skyrim on PC, and
I played it when it came out on the Xbox 360 in 2011, and then on the PC, and then on the Switch.
Okay, so what is your experience like, and how is it different? Because I played it on the Switch, and I hate that game. So,
I will say that playing on PC just mechanically is easier, because especially when you're like doing bows or using a bow and arrow, like I realize that my aim sucks on the Switch because because the Joy-Cons, the amount of pressure it takes to do something is actually quite a lot compared to an Xbox controller or a PlayStation controller. So it's less sensitivity on the thing. Whereas PC, you can freely move around and just like snipe your shots, easy peasy. As well as like using your quick loadouts and like having your favorite weapons and magic and stuff is quicker to do on the PC because I think it's just tab or something. Or no, tab's the main menu. But I'm still like I've been maybe 10 hours into my new gameplay, and I'm still like, what are the freaking buttons on here on the controller? Because this is driving me nuts. So I would say, for the sake of just like because console games, they always like to fight on what button does what, especially when you're transitioning from PlayStation to Xbox and Nintendo Switch. Whereas PC, every button is pretty much the same, or you can change it to be whatever button you want. So if you're comfortable with this button always being this kind of action, you can change it. It's easy. It's awesome.
Right.
But when it comes to visuals, it's all been the same. Skyrim looks the same no matter what, unless you add mods on PC. But I don't really care for that. I played it on my Switch on the dock on our big 75-inch TV, and it was beautiful still. But that's not really all I look at. I like the gameplay. You know, I'm not much of a visuals person as much as like I like certain things to be a certain way, but Skyrim is Skyrim, and it just looks amazing regardless. So,
Right. Yeah.
but
Okay.
I only played on Switch because I could take it portably because Skyrim is not verified on the Stream Deck. So,
Oh. Huh.
yeah.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I am biased toward that game because I like bow and arrow, and I first played it on the Switch, which was a bad idea. And
Imagine playing that game on a console. Like,
yeah, it's terrible. And also, okay, I could go on about Skyrim. I think it's overhyped, but also they hate cats, and I
Whoa.
just, can't do. Any world that is biased against cats, I just can't do it. I'm sorry.
I mean,
It's just not fair.
It
Cats
is
are the best.
it is a highly political world, and racism is alive in Skyrim, and it's a crazy experience. So, yeah,
I don't like it.
that's fair. That's fair.
Also, small flex on the TV. Just a small flex, Just,
Yep. Yeah, just
I
catch it.
liked that, Tess.
Did you catch that? Like that?
Mm.
Just get a
Okay.
bigger
One
TV
day we'll
and
be
you can
like
see
you
everything.
guys.
What was that, Sam? What?
One day I'll be like you guys, with the big TV. All right, Puppet, what have you been playing?
Oh
on
my
your
gosh.
big TV as well, I'm sure.
Actually, not a whole lot on the big TV, to be honest. I have been playing more V Rising, which I love. V Rising is a vampire survival experience, and it is beautiful. It is open world. It is PvP and PvE, and it is just gorgeous. Eric, who is one of our content creators / just raven that floats around in our community, yes, there are some of those, reached out to me and was like, hey, you want to play a game? Like, I miss you. Like, it's been a while because you've been so busy. And I was like, yes, let's play V Rising, because he and I had played it before when it first came out. And so I jumped back into it, and it's just so great. I could play that game forever. Like, time goes by so quickly when I play that game. Like, it's just so, yeah. You're a vampire, you build a castle. We're finally getting to the part where we're laying down floors and creating our walls, and we are taking out bosses, and we have like our upgraded weapons now, and it's just like it's just keeps getting better and better. I love that game. So there's V Rising, and then randomly I started playing Halo Infinite. And I'm so good at it. Taz and I played, and I carried our team the entire time. No, I didn't.
Nice.
No. No. I am not great at first-person shooters, but I wanted to start playing it because this weird job that I have that's just like a side gig thing is going to be working at doing like this photo booth thing at the Halo World Championships happening here in Seattle next weekend as a recording date. So I get to go, which is very exciting. And I have played Halo Reach. Like, I remember when I was younger, we had this dinosaur of a PC, and I just remember playing Halo then. And then a little bit more a few years ago with Taz again. And I was so good back then too. No, I wasn't. I'm very terrible. And then I decided to play Halo Infinite, since I'm going to be at this thing, and I kind of want to know what they're talking about, and like kind of, I don't know. Anyway, it was very fun. It was exhilarating. I could not sleep that night because I was on edge. I was like, oh my gosh, my heart's still pounding from running around and shooting things. Anyway, however, I did see an adorable little animal running across something, and it like dug into the ground, and I don't know what that animal was, but it was so cute, and I was looking at it, and then somebody killed me, and it was terrible. Anyway, that's me. That's what I've been playing. Oh, and Animal Crossing. And Cult of the Lamb.
Oh,
And a bunch of other things, probably.
okay. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Thank you, Puppet. I believe in your skills. I do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Probably better than me. I hate shooters.
Yeah.
So bad. Oh. Now, Emily, what have you been playing?
I've actually been picking up a new hobby lately, which is painting my nails and doing like nail art and stuff. So I haven't really played a lot of video games lately, but I did pick up Rhyme a little while ago because it was on sale. That game came out in 2017, and I've always wanted to play it and just never got around to it. So I've been playing through that, and it's very reminiscent of Eco from 2001, which it's got like the long, white stone. You're on an island alone. You're a boy, and there's like a fox guiding you, and it's kind of light on puzzles and big on. I won't say it's big on exploration because you don't just run around in circles looking for where am I going next. It's kind of on rails, which I appreciate because I don't have all day. I like to have someone tell me where I need to go to get the story moving. So, yeah, I played a couple hours of it. It's pretty good. That's all. That's all I've got. I'm sorry. I haven't been playing anything lately.
Your nail art, though, like I follow her on Instagram, and I have loved
It's so
art.
fun. Thank you. I am really proud of my candy corn nails I did the other day because it looks so real. I feel like I want to bite my nails because they look delicious, like delicious candy corn. And not everyone loves candy corn. There's two camps on that, and I'm really hard in the I love candy corn camp. It's very sweet, and I understand people who don't like it, but I love it. So anyway,
I feel like it's one of those like love-hate. Like I've met people who love it, who are obsessed, and then people who like absolutely hate it.
like Peeps or licorice.
Yeah, Peeps, licorice, the color orange, all of it.
Oh, I didn't know orange was in there. I don't have a problem with orange, but
yeah.
Anyway, that's what I played. Rhyme. It's good. I feel like I was hoping for a bit more with it. Like it's kind of light on puzzle difficulty. But it's a beautiful landscape. The art really is and the music is really great too. There's no dialogue, so you're kind of finding these like murals and paintings around the ruins to kind of help you piece together what's going on. I don't really know what's going on. There's like a red cloaked figure that keeps appearing. He'll be one place like up at the top of a tower, and when you run up to the top of the tower to find him, you look down and he's exactly where you were just standing looking up at him, and now you're looking down at him. So that's kind of fun. I haven't seen him in a while, so I'm hoping he'll come back. But yeah, it's mysterious and interesting. So that's all I've got.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, thank you all for your answers, and we'll be right back with the question of the week. See you there. All right, and back in 3, 2, 1. And welcome back to the Game Raven Review podcast with our segment Question of the Week. In our Discord, we question pretty much daily to kind of see where everyone's head's at, or just kind of just asking silly questions. Like, which is your favorite Link? Which is your favorite Pokemon? Which version of Pokemon are you going to be getting in November, right? And so if you would like to join our Discord, please go to our website, GameRavenReview.com. A link to our Discord will be right there. And the question that we pulled for this week is, how long do you think it will be before VR becomes mainstream? And who would like to take the reins on this one? Don't all shout at once.
I thought it was kind of already mainstream. I mean, it's not something that people, I would say most people have in their homes, but I don't know. The numbers are going up. I don't know. I'm going to go with 10 years, or maybe it's a fad and it won't happen. You know, it won't be around in the future and everyone will be like, that was lame. Like 3D movies, you know, I freaking loved seeing How to Train Your Dragon in 3D back in 2010. That blew my mind. It was the most fun thing ever. And yeah, now 3D movies are just kind of not a thing anymore. So maybe VR will be like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, what happened with that?
It was a fad, I guess. A gimmick. People call it a gimmick a lot. And I don't know if the same thing will happen to VR. What do you think, Taz? You look like you have thoughts.
Oh no, I loved how like I was hyping it up for your take to be like a super hot take, because that's what I think. I think it is already in the mainstream.
Oh.
But it's just about getting your hands on whatever system, you know. There's the Oculus, there's the Valve one, there's the Google one. There's a bunch of different options, and there's a documentary on HBO about like people in VR, and it's all shot in VR. I haven't seen it yet. I've been meaning to see it, but like if there's a whole documentary on it, then because there's a bunch of people. I mean, like from 2018, some of the greatest memes happened in VR chat, and that was 4 years ago. So, but I think it's interesting that you would say it's possibly a fad, you know, because like I agree. Like I feel bad for anybody that purchased a 3D TV. Like, oh my god, how disappointing was that investment, you know?
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, right? Right? That sucks. Man, they gave you glasses and everything, but they gave you like 2 for a family of 5. And I was just like, oh my god. But yeah, like I don't know. Like I personally, like I have one, but I don't use it, you know, like it's a whole thing to set up too. It's a whole freaking thing that I'm just too lazy to do. Plus, you know, it's the year of SAO 2022, so I'm kind of going for that SAO. Like, take me out of here, you know. Put me in, what's it called? Aincrad. Yeah, put me in Aincrad. Let me fight some stuff and put my life on the line. You know,
I'd rather be an Alfheim, to be honest.
Alfheim's cool. You get to fly around. Yep.
Yeah.
For people who don't know, like me, what is SAO? I'm sorry.
Sword Art Online. It's the anime.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Yeah,
No.
I know what that is.
No, you're good.
I've just never seen the show and never. It's a game too, right?
Oh.
Yeah, there's a couple of games. Yeah,
They're not
they're not
I
good.
don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't been impressed by the games, but the anime, amazing. Freaking amazing. It has its ups and downs, but it's overall really good, I think. Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
those
I would
are
argue
thoughts.
that
agree.
I don't think it's mainstream per se. I just don't think it's very accessible yet. I think that most of the world just doesn't have access to VR setups. So I think I would answer maybe 5-10 years, maybe. Is it a fad? Potentially. I feel like dive systems are going to be more popular because, let's be real, we don't want to move around.
Oh.
And in dive, you're like completely in the world, but you don't have to necessarily like move your arms or like anything. And you know, a lot of VR, you have the choice, but I feel like from what I've seen, and again, I have not played a lot of VR games. It's been at conventions or it's been here and there. I think one time, Taz, you showed me how I could be in the world of Zelda, and I sat on the floor with a chicken for a while.
Yeah.
But aside from that, like, I feel like, kind of like in SAO, like the dive is gonna be more popular. I think that's maybe the direction it's gonna go. But I don't know. I'm not sure. It could be like 3D movies. And by the way, I did see How to Train Your Dragon in 3D as well, and it is one of my favorite memories ever. I just realized you can see my hands in my fish tank behind me. It looks like I'm like, ooh. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I think I mean, I would say Beat Saber, right, is probably the most popular and well-known game for VR. That's pretty mainstream for people who have a VR headset. The problem is, though, not everyone has the space in their house for flailing around and not being able to see what's around you. That was our issue for a long time. We have more space now that we moved, but we still haven't set it up properly. So I think that's probably, aside from the expense, is the biggest barrier for people to get into VR.
That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, like architecture and everything is going toward the small and tiny homes and all that stuff, at least here in the US. And also just like economically, a lot of people just can't afford the literal space. So there's just like a lot of barriers. That's why I said it was like, you know, not accessible per se.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. What do you think, Sam? I want to know what your take on it is.
I think it's more mainstream than it was in the past. Like when you have full sections of like PlayStation Directs or whatever that are just dedicated to, hey, this is our VR section. Please buy our VR headset. Please, we need to make money on this thing. But I also believe that, like you kind of said, like for me who wears glasses, who needs glasses, you're kind of cutting that out of a lot of people where it's like, I also need glasses, and me wearing that headset with glasses on just is asking for a headache. So trying to get around that, like trying to get, again, in more households where, hey, I already have a PlayStation, hey, I already have an Xbox or a Switch or whatever. Well, now I'm also buying this other $300 plus item that is more niche than the PlayStation that can play all these games where, like you said, I have to set up the headset, make sure I don't run into like the child or the dog, make sure, you know, that someone doesn't play a cruel trick on me and moves the couch while I'm playing the game and then I go for something. Like, it's just so much to go into it. Like, I don't think it was Taz. It was someone I was watching who like had a full setup like in just a room. And I'm like, wow, that's really cool. Wow, I don't have a room like that in my house of just dedication to that thing. Where if I just want to get a PlayStation, hey, great, I can play my PlayStation on whatever TV I want, even the 3D one that was a fad for like a year. Like, I could play that wherever I want to and still have all my sensories to look around and not, you know, trip and fall and hurt myself. I think, I don't know, like, I don't think it ever will catch on. Like, I don't think it will ever overtake like a Switch or an Xbox. I think it would always still be behind those things because, I don't know, like I said, it's just easier to get a Switch and then just play that and don't have to worry about a setup or wires or anything else, or even if it's compatible to my computer. Like, is my computer good enough to run this VR headset? Where everything else I can just buy, put it in, and just play it. I think there's a lot of hurdles there. Where everything will be like fully mainstream, not really. Like, do I find that what's that stupid game everyone's playing? Among Us VR is a thing that was announced, and you're like, oh, that's cool, I guess. But do I know 10 other people who also have a VR headset to play this? I don't know. Like now, a lot of my friends don't have that. So accessibility, time, space, I think all these things goes against VR headsets. Again, as much as I'm sure like PlayStation or other headsets are like, no, please play us. Like, and there's the Quest that's wireless, I think. There's one of those that are now wireless. It's like, okay, that's cool. Like, if you make something that I don't need to, you know, have a degree in to set up, then cool. Like, that's great. I can portably use that. Versus the ones I've seen where you have to have kind of like a rig set up just to get it going and actually have a good experience. So that is my answer.
Yes, fully agree.
So, how about you all, listener? What is your answer to the VR debate? If you'd like to answer said question, please join our Discord. Again, GameRavenReview.com, and a link to our Discord will be right there for you. And we'll be right back with our main segment. See you there. Main segment. And round robin as usual.
Sure. Yeah, sounds good.
Are we showing the trailers or not?
It'd be cool too. Is that cool, Taz?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Alrighty. And do you need a second, or we're good to go?
Oh, we're good to go. I can still move things around while we do stuff. Thank you for asking.
You're very welcome. Right. And we'll be right back. All right, we're back in 3, 2, 1. And welcome back to the Game Raven Review podcast with our main segment and talking about some of the games we're looking forward to going towards the end of 2022, pretty much quarter 4. And basically, we've kind of done this before. We're gonna go around. Each person will have a game or so. They'll discuss it. We'll watch a trailer. If you're here on the Twitches, if you're not here on the Twitches, that's probably gonna be edited out. Should be here on Twitch. But we will start with Taz. Taz, what is your first game?
My first game. Sorry. Again, I forgot how to do this. Are we showing the trailer first and then talking about it, or talking about it and then showing the trailer?
You can like say, this is my first game, give a little like brief thing, and then show the trailer, and then come back and talk about what features you're looking forward to most, and we can kind of like talk in detail about it.
Okie dokie. My first game is Yes, so my first game is a game that I've been following since I saw a little thing on TikTok many moons ago. It's called Potion Permit. It is like the Stardew Valley of potions and alchemy, and you are essentially a healer that travels via train to this town, and you'll have to diagnose symptoms, gather ingredients, brew potions, cure ailments, fight monsters to get new ingredients to make better potions, because I believe there's like over 30 NPCs in your town, and I think from what I understand from my research is that if the tavern owner or the general goods store owner gets sick, the general goods store is now closed. You have to cure the person before you can go back and shop in the general goods store. And same with, because they all have roles, everyone has roles, work duties, things like that. So it's really good incentive for you to not wait around and to actually cure this person, which I think that's genius. Like, if time, because like in Stardew Valley or Graveyard Keeper, time goes on with or without you. But this one, I feel like I would have more of a control of what's happening, because I mean that sounds weird coming from a medical standpoint. Like, yeah, I can control like what's open and what's not open based on who gets sick and whatnot. But I really think it's a interesting concept to kind of. It's not really punishment. It's more life. Like, you know what I mean. But I do have a trailer, so let's show this bad boy here. Stand by. Sorry.
And these trailers will be available on Game Raven Review's website.
Yes.
For those of you listening on the podcast.
Okay, hold on. Sorry. Trying to go. Let me make sure that everyone can hear this. Yeah.
Alcohol reference. My old fantasy islands.
Oh no.
We love to see it.
Okay.
Rated E for everyone.
Yeah, that looks so good, Taz.
Right? Oh my.
You need.
Ugh. And okay, yeah. Sorry, I gotta contain my excitement here. That was the trailer for Potion Party, and it that was the PlayStation trailer. But it is available. Where's my thing? It is available on the Switch, PS4, Xbox One, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Amazon Luna, and Steam. And it came out September 22nd, so it is already out. And a feature that I'm looking forward to that I had originally wrote down, but then I saw that trailer and then I didn't know about it. I originally said diagnosing symptoms and finding a cure. That's really fun. That sounds cool. However, after seeing the trailer, I love one of my things that I didn't like so much in Stardew Valley and Graveyard Keeper was that I had no idea where anybody was. I had to if I have to freaking Google where this person is on this particular day, that's like, I mean, sure, I guess you have to go around and find them, but then you waste so much precious time. But if your dog, and if you've already met the person and your dog can sniff them out and just show you where they are, that is mind-blowing. Love
That's
that
so
feature.
cool.
That is amazing. And you're the little dog, and you gotta feed him, and just like does a good job and he's working hard, So that I love. That's an awesome feature. Holy smokes. But yeah, I know what I'm getting this weekend. So
Yeah, that looks like there's going to be a lot of hours of gameplay if I start playing that.
All right. Next is Puppet. What is your first game?
My first game is Anglerfish, And I did stream the demo to this game a little while back on our Twitch channel here. And it is a ridiculous game. We love it. So basically what got me interested in this game is, one, I love creepypasta. I love spooky stories, and this game is based on a true story about, you know, you hear a lot of tropes of like the idea of an anglerfish. So like you'll even see like coyotes will play with animals or wolves or whatever and like lure them into forests and then like attack them. So they seem like your friend, and then you go and you follow them, and then it turns out that there's some kind of monster. Basically in this game, you are at a secluded bar in the mountains, and you're with your buddies, and it's supposed to be like a bachelor party, and you're supposed to be like picking up girls or whatever. But then things start to happen that are a little weird, and the art style is really interesting, and I love pixel art, and I think that this game has great pixel art. Lots of jump scares, and it's got incredible music and everything. It's really great. So let's watch the trailer, then you can know what I'm talking about with all this weirdness. I should have probably warned you guys before that little trailer. But anyway, yeah, that's Anglerfish. It's ridiculous. It is made by two people. One of which is a gal who has been studying like monsters and why we're afraid of monsters and the psychology behind that. And so, and her name is Maria, and her partner also worked on the game, and they are just amazing at this balance of, you see him fishing and it seems like normal, and you're like, oh, this is cute and fun, and like the music's really good and like whatever, and then something happens and you're like, whoa, that was shocking. Did not expect that at all. And as somebody who loves, you know, indie horror, I love that. I just love that surprise. There's a lot of surprises in this. Another feature that I really liked a lot, and that actually first drew me to the game, was that every time you die, things change. So, like, I mean, we all play video games, and the whole point is not to die. You're trying to survive, right? But in this game, you have to die. And when you die, new things happen, and the story progresses. So instead of trying to avoid death, you find different ways for your character to die so that you can find out more about the story, and you're trying to uncover like the mysteries that are behind the bar here in the secluded mountains. And you are just trying to survive the night, quote unquote, survive the night. But you have to die in order to do so. And I love that. When I was playing this, I was laughing so hard and screaming, and it's everything I want in a horror game. So very November 10th. Institute. So that's pretty cool. And Professional Villains are the ones who developed it, and they are based in Denmark. So it's going to be available on Steam. There you go.
It's a great name, Professional Villains. I
Mm-hmm.
love
I love that name. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Puppet. Emily, what's your first game?
Okay, my first game, I just found out about it today. So it already came out, actually. I believe it came out October 13th. So it just released on Steam, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. Their press kit says it's also out on itch.io, but I couldn't find it in there. I searched, so I don't know. Some things don't come up for me when I search for them. It's weird. But so Paradise Marsh is a game made by one person, Lazy Eddie, aka Etienne Trudeau, and he's a solo developer from Montreal. And this game, it's a first-person adventure where you're walking through marshes and you're trying to basically restore the constellations because the stars have fallen from the sky, and you collect like bugs and frogs and things in order to do that. And I thought the art style was really nice, and there's other things about it that I'm really excited about. But let's watch the trailer first so you can see what I'm talking about. Hop along.
That
So-
looks so cute.
I know. I was really excited. I really like cozy games where I don't have to fight or anything like that. So this one really stood out to me. I'm looking forward to filling a notebook with like stickers and things when you collect things. I love it when they put it in a notebook and you can like look over your collection and be all proud of yourself because you found this and that. And there's a pun. So the frog, I guess, says other things like, isn't it ribbiting? And I just thought that was super cute. But the thing I got most excited about, which I don't know, some people think this is silly. I'm a huge soundtrack nerd. I freak out over soundtracks like nothing else. So I was like, okay, soundtrack and audio by Disaster Piece. That sounds really familiar. So I looked him up, and he's done a bunch of other music for movies and things like Marcel, the Shell with Shoes On. That's like a cute, wholesome, quirky movie that's perfect, like this same kind of vibe. But he's also done the music for Bodies, 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 and It Follows, which is like one of my all-time favorite horror movies. And I have always loved the soundtrack for that, and then didn't know who did it. And just today I was like, I put the two pieces together and I was like, oh my gosh, it's the same guy. And I just totally freaked out because like I said, I nerd out about soundtracks. So yeah, I'm really excited for this game. It looks really cute. And yeah, I love a good solo developed game from Montreal apparently, because Cozy Bee Games is also a solo dev out of Montreal. And she's one of my all-time favorite solo devs. She made Lemon Cake and She's working on the Ranch of Rivershine right now, which is also exciting. So yeah, that's my first game, Paradise Marsh. Go check it out.
Very nice. Thank you, Emily.
You're welcome.
And let's go around back to Taz. Taz, what's your second game?
My second game is called The Last Hero of Nostalgaia, and this game, this game cracked me up because of how it's one of those games that it's whimsical, it's funny, and I've only seen a little bit of the trailer, and you know a game is good when like the narrator of the trailer is hilarious. This game is developed by Over the Moon. It comes out October 19th, so coming out this Wednesday, so mark your calendars. It is going to be available on Steam, Xbox Series X and S, and Xbox One. So let me show you a little trailer here. Let me show you something.
Welcome to the last hero of Nostalgaia. Okay, start over.
Yes, indeed. It is called Nostalgaia, where the...
No story. This is the gameplay trailer. Yes, Nostalgaia is the world of video games, and it needs you. Well, that looks familiar. Terrifying and perilous bosses. Fight together and die together.
Let me regale you with a tale of corruption, greed, and heroism. Nostalgia's memories had flattened like books without pages.
Enter the hero.
Pixels were the problem.
We can fix this. Customize them. Pick a class.
You are not worthy.
Level up. Perfect. Oh, you'll need equipment. Others can guide you. Side quests. Really get stuck in with this hero business. Danger absolutely everywhere.
I am trained.
All of this and much, much more is coming soon!
Wishlist, the last hero of Nostalgaia, and defy all my expectations.
See? You are the hero! Choo-choo!
I hate you.
There you have it.
Oh my gosh, that looks so funny.
That was probably my favorite gameplay trailer that I've seen in a long time. That was awesome.
So as you could see, it's a little bit satirical. It memes on a bunch of stuff in video games, and it looks hilarious. As you can see, you saw they were walking on Rainbow Road.
Rainbow Road, yeah.
They were memeing on like the Elden Ring messages, like "Behold dog," when it is in fact not a dog. So, and I think I'm looking forward to it because it's because one of the features in it is, as you can see, seamless co-op. And I think that's something that any Dark Souls game was like lacking. Sure, there's PvP, PvE, PV. You know, you can summon somebody to help you with this section of the game. But as long as you can like play the whole game with your buddies or with a friend of yours or something, that'd be amazing. And you can just laugh together at all the jokes and all the crazy things that are happening. So yes, again, mark your calendars. So if you're a PC player, it's going to be available on Steam this Wednesday, October 19th. But also as well as Xbox Series X and S and Xbox One. But yeah, yep. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to it very much so.
Cool. I would love to play that one with you, Taz.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Puppet, what's your next game?
My next game is very different from my first game. It's called Flying Neko Delivery, and it is developed by Fractal Phase, and they are a family-owned studio in Ontario, Canada, and they like to make low-poly games for underserved markets, which I loved. Let's watch the trailer. And you'll see why I'm so excited about this game. So excited for this game. It's so cute. It's a Cat Witch life sim, y'all. I'm so excited. Anyway. Yes, that is Flying Neko Delivery. You are literally a little kitty who is whose job is to like deliver things. And I thought it was very fitting that I found this game recently because I saw Kiki's delivery service for the first time not too long ago. I know, very surprising that I hadn't seen it because I love my witchy stuff and my cats, and it's a classic. But anyway, I then saw this game and I was like, oh my gosh, it's perfect. You get to fly around and you deliver packages while you're flying on your little broomstick, which you can upgrade, by the way. And I also like that they said that there are simple and forgiving controls that let you fly without worrying about crashing or combat. So when I want to relax and not really have to worry about anything, I can play this game. It's like such a cozy game. And there's so many biomes and stuff that you can explore, as you can see in the trailer. And you get to like forage and find different like plants and animals and all the different things in the world, and you can collect them, and you can come home and decorate your house. You can also cook food, and you can craft things, and you can unlock new abilities, and it's just so wonderful. And you get this little tiny cottage, and all the furniture is customizable, and you get to shop for new furniture when you're out doing deliveries for people in the little town. And also you get to make friends because relationships are a big part of this game too. So when you deliver packages to the same villager over and over again, your relationship with them deepens, and you get friends, and then you get unlock rewards from getting those friends, and they give you things. And if you know me at all, I love Animal Crossing. I have a couple hours in that game. Just a few. And so seeing a game that is, one, an indie game, which is great, two, a freaking cat. 3 is witchy. 4 has pretty much all of the features of Animal Crossing in it when it comes to relationships and crafting and decorating your space and all that. I'm stoked. I'm stoked for this game. And so it was actually it is going to be released on October 20th. So again, mark your calendars. That's 4 days from now as of recording. So those of you on Twitch watching, yes, please be ready for this. Be ready for me to get completely lost in this game. It will be on PC, but also Nintendo Switch, which makes me very happy because then I can wrap myself up in a blanket and sit on my couch and play if I want. So, yay! There you go. Very different from my first game, but still witchy and wonderful.
I can tell you're like almost like shaking from just how excited you are. I totally get it. Yes. It is. It's perfect combination of like cat witchy things. And yeah, Kiki's delivery service was like the first thing I thought of.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I still can't believe it took me so long to see that movie.
It's a good one. It's super cute.
Yes.
Thank you, Puppet. And also, if you haven't watched that movie, just go watch it. What are you doing?
Like, what are you doing with your life?
What are you doing? Go watch the movie.
Yes.
All right. And Emily, what's your next game?
Okay. A lot like Puppets, my second game is very different from my first game. It's called The Excavation of Hobbs Barrow, and it's a kind of dark set in Victorian setting pixel art game. It's like a point and click adventure. It looks really kind of disturbing and gives me Wicker Man vibes. So yeah, the trailer will kind of explain more of that. So let's give it a look.
My name is Thomasina Bateman. I'm here to visit a local landmark, Hobbs Barrow.
I heard about a Hobbs Barrow somewhere out there. There's some old stories about it.
Surely you don't believe these tales of goblins and curses to be true?
Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. Something unnatural occurred, I know it.
Is there a single barrow in England that doesn't have some ghastly tale attached to it?
Don't mind the locals, miss. They mean well, believe me.
Give us a kiss now, won't you? Tell me, Miss Bateman, do you believe in God?
Who were lost in visions of hell itself. The devil. I saw the devil.
What madness is this? Something is wrong here.
What is life without mystery, Miss Bateman? A predictable stagger to the grave?
All the chip. So yeah, I saw the trailer and I was like, the artwork is really detailed and I don't know. To me, it's just some very disturbing visuals going on there. It reminds me a little bit of The Last Door, which is a game, pixel art, also a point and click adventure set in Victorian London. And I really loved that game. That game is almost 10 years old now, but yeah, so this one is available for PC, Linux, and Mac on Steam and GOG.com. It came out, looks like September 28th, 2022. And from their Facebook page, it looks like there is possible update regarding whether it will come out on the Nintendo Switch as well.
Very cool.
I forgot to mention the developer is Cloak and Dagger Games, which I think is a very fitting studio for this kind of game.
Yeah, the voice acting and stuff is so good.
Yeah, I usually am like, voice acting in games can just be so hit or miss, and I thought that was actually pretty good voice acting. So, yeah, this is like my entire personality. It's like the dichotomy of cutesy, cozy things, and then just like the darkest, creepiest crap you could imagine. I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel like you understand me, Puppet, though.
Oh, yeah. Yes. No, I feel it. Totally. Yeah, the voice acting actually helps to immerse you further into the story, it seems. So that's cool.
Yeah. So that's my other game. Very different from the first game.
Yeah, we like having a mix of everything here, so nothing wrong with that. All right, and Puppet, what is your last game?
Oh, did I have a last game?
You said you had 3.
Flying.
The witch one. Wasn't there another witch one?
Oh, yeah, no, we decided to go without that one.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, it came out a long time ago, actually. And yeah, we just decided to skip it.
Okay.
This is a great lineup, though, you guys. I'm so excited to play all these games.
It's going to be a good fall.
Same.
Good
yeah. Yep. And we haven't even mentioned Pokemon yet.
Oh, I can yell about that. Sure. Another game that comes out this coming year, off the top of my head, is Pokemon. November 18th here in the good old states of America, where Pokemon Scarlet and Violet will come out. Again, this is a different kind of Pokemon game where you have like 3 different choices of going your regular route of like defeating gyms and doing different challenges to doing a treasure hunt. And it's an open world game. Very first open world game. Again, Arceus was not an open world game. They pretty much made that very distinct. In this, I think there's a lot of good things happening here in this game. I also believe there's some things that I don't kind of like. You know, if you woke up at like 8 a.m. Central Time to see a trailer and then find out that it's just like a VTuber girl who then tells you have to wait another week to figure out what her Pokemon was, you're like, oh, man, I woke up for this.
Yep.
And and then the next week, like, I'm not waking up for this. Like, fool me once. And but also still kind of cute. I like, is it Ino? Because she's an Ion and she does electric Pokemon. See? I get what you guys do.
Oh, I get it now. Thank you.
And like, she's cool. Like, I like that. I also am slightly upset that, hey, look at all this cool voice acting. Man, I'm not gonna get any of this in the game, am I? No, it's fine. I like the pink Magnemite that she had. That was cool. You can keep lying to me if you want to, Pokemon, saying that is a hair clip. I've never seen hair clips float off my head then come back on it. So, you know, don't lie to me. I think her frog Pokemon thing, was it Belly something or other?
Belly Bolt.
Belly Bolt. There it is. Yes, Belly Bolt is made to be a toy. Like, and again, I know Pokemon, ooh, but it's like, I see that, I'm like, that's a plush. You put that on your bed next to your child and look, Belly Bolt. Like,
and its eyes aren't his eyes.
Eyes aren't his eyes. Like a frog would have, again, a defensive mechanism where when his eyes are closed, you think his eyes are open like butterflies. You know, all those things in nature. So that's cool. I like the Mega Man looking things. I dislike the red Rhydon where for some reason it has wheels but uses legs. Why do you have wheels? Like,
what are you doing?
So mad. But no, I think it looks cool. I want to see where this goes. I hope that it's good. I think it's a Pokemon game. I don't think my headset just died, so I'm gonna keep talking, but my headset died.
Oh,
but I think it's gonna be cool. Like, I enjoy Pokemon trying new things at least, versus doing the same old that we've always gotten. Arceus did something different, and I 18th. I also don't work that day, and I'll just be able to play all the Pokemon I want, and hopefully don't start sending Twitter things out because I'm mad. So yeah, Pokemon, November 18th. Biggest indie game ever.
Yes,
Sure.
it's great.
Hold on, we gotta be fair. There we go.
Oh, here we go. Does she freak anybody else out, or is it just me?
I was thinking she'd make a great Halloween costume.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Ash to have to fight this one.
Right?
Or go, whichever one. Look at him, he's so chubby. Again,
I forgot you can wash your Pokemon.
I love that.
So let's talk about Pokemon and this picnic business, where you can also watch them. As you have, again, November 18th, guys, go get Violet. Or someone go get Scarlet, because I need someone.
I'm getting Scarlet.
Alright, I'm getting
Yeah,
Violet.
everybody around me is getting Scarlet, so I'm getting
Man, I
red,
hate
yo.
them. Hate those hats. I think the gimmick's good. Oh yeah, the gimmick. You can change the typing of your Pokemon. That's really, really cool. Man, I hate those hats. Man, I wish they chose a different thing. Because it just looks silly. When you see like all four of them on the screen, it's like, man, my Switch won't be able to handle that. Like, you put a giant one in front of me that's also terrestrializing, because that's where they made up. To then having, if you're doing raid bosses, four of us also doing that, man, I got
Man.
that Switch ain't gonna work with that. My Switch is going to just catch on fire, and I'll be like, gotta keep playing the game though. It's just a little burnt won't hurt nobody. Yeah. Again, I like that. I think Mega Evolution is still the best gimmick they've ever done, and they've been chasing that ever since. I think this is a good second. I think being able to walk into a battle versus Puppet, knowing that she has a Pokemon that can change a type, but I don't know what that is a nice, again, mix-up. Because how am I supposed to know what she has versus what Taz has? We both can all have Pikachus, but we don't know if their Pikachu is a water type. We don't know if that Pikachu is a flying type. We don't know any of that. I think it's cool. Also, if you watch the Pokemon anime right now, it's so funny. They made a rule just for Ash, saying, hey, Ash, you're going to use one of these gimmicks, by the way. I know you've been around and done a lot of things. Get one. Don't do all of them.
Yeah.
Because he's a cheat code. He's like, I've been everywhere. I can do Mega Evolutions. I can do Z moves. I can do... And like, you're just... hacks is what he is.
Hacks. That little 10-year-old who's not 10.
I mean, I think he had like one birthday. He might be 11 now, you know.
He had one birthday.
Did he have a birthday?
I want to say like in the early seasons, it was like, oh, we're back at home, and his mom was like, happy birthday, I believe.
Oh.
Now, we've also rebooted since then, or whatever we did in Alola,
Right.
so I don't know. But Pokemon looks great. Again, I hope it does well, like review-wise. I already know it's going to sell. But I want it to be like a game that I walk in and I'm like, I'm having a good time.
Mhm.
Not, oh, look at this BS again. Or look at this man who is like sleeping, quote unquote, on this bridge that I can't cross. He is, again, quote unquote, sleeping and is not, again, any adult beverages ingested. He's just tired. Don't tell me an open world game where I can just take my level 100 Pikachu and then start fighting, you know, child in woods with his 5 Radissa and be like, oh man, so sorry, man, but I already beat this one side of the game. I have to come back and on my Mega Pokemon who are level 100. I'm so sorry, little kid. The game doesn't have scaling. I'm so sorry.
Oh, good. Those were good times. Hey, we haven't
do
even
like the
talked
jump.
about Wiglet yet.
Wiglet, who will get certain names, and Wiglet, which again is not a Diglett.
It is
So
not a
we're-
Diglett. No.
Pokemon website said not a Diglett. even though it looks close enough. And I'm like, okay.
Okay, so I have to share this with you guys in our chat. The Scarlet and Violet official website has all of the Pokemon that have been announced.
Yes.
And you guys need to choose your favorite one and tell me why. We're gonna play a little game.
Oh, well, I already have 2.
Oh, you have to choose one, Sam. Don't be Ash.
Oh. I want them all. That's the name of the thing is gotta catch them all.
Right? Gotta catch them all.
I love LeChunk because LeChunk will be Lemmy because that's what I'm gonna name it.
I know. I hope that Thick comes into fruition.
Like, I never seen a Pokemon whose name I just didn't want to change personally. It's like, that's a good name, LeChunk. Like, yeah,
Yep. Oh, Taz, I just realized you can't see that, so I'm posting it in the podcast discussion as well for you. The link to the website.
Oh, I already got it.
Oh, look at you. Cool.
I like Graphia. Graphia?
Oh, goodness. We're gonna say it as
not Fergarath, are you? You're not talking about Fergarath.
No, it's the new poison monkey that does graffiti in the woods.
That does graffiti in the woods?
Yeah, his trailer was awesome. It was just that good. I almost swore.
Wow.
Whoa.
Cool.
Yeah, sir.
It's constantly caught up in territorial struggles with other Pokemon.
Sounds stressful.
Same.
It prefers to roam alone. Are this Pokemon?
Same.
Yeah.
And didn't we talk about my gym type event? I realistically would be poison type.
Yes, actually. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe I'll do my build around poison. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Are these new Pokemon? Because I'm not a Pokemon person, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, these are.
That's okay. They're fresh and new.
Hot out the oven.
Fresh new Pokemon.
Yep, I'm kind of excited to see what you say, Emily, because I know you're not a Pokemon person. So
you want me to pick my favorite?
Yep, just pick your favorite right off the cuff.
First one I saw and thought, oh, that one's good, was Sprigatito.
Yes, classic.
Oh, it's so cute.
Capricious and attention-seeking. It may sulk if it sees its trainer giving attention to a Pokemon other than itself.
Sounds like me with my husband.
Oh.
Just kidding. That's not true. But yeah, I think he's cute because he's green and he's happy looking. The end.
Yes, so cute.
Second
along those lines.
Palmy, because he's just like a chunky bunny, and I love it.
Oh yes, I saw. I didn't even know that Palmy existed until just now, and oh, it's so cute. Okay, along those lines, Fuecoco is still my favorite. It says Fuecoco is laid back and does things at its own pace. It loves to eat, and it will sprint toward any food it finds with a glint in its eye. Same.
Sounds like me.
Easily taken.
Yes.
It's so cute.
Oh, he's just yes. And for the longest time, I thought he was an apple, but Sam, I think it was you who was like, no, he's a little chilly, and I was like, oh, that makes so much more sense than a fire apple. I really hope that, he doesn't turn into something weird, I don't want them to ruin him.
Alligator-ish fire breathing thing, probably.
Yeah, if it's a Feraligatr type situation, great. But
maybe I've been spoiled to whatever Quaxly is supposed to be, which I hope isn't true, but sadly, if it is, I don't see where this duck goes, because it is easily a duck. He has a little hat that is his hair.
Oh, is it not going to be a duck? Is this what the rumor is?
Yeah, no. From what the leaks have given us, and they've been mostly true so far because they even predicted this. I guess Belly Bolt, little fat toad thing over here.
Yes.
So we'll see.
I've seen the leaks too. Yeah.
My second favorite though. Oh yeah, Fido. Fido's also adorable.
Oh. Yes.
And then like his evolution, which would be cool if it is named this, should be Thoroughbred.
Nice.
Oh, clever. That's really clever.
Like I like that.
They should hire you.
They should hire you.
Again, I like the Whooper. The brown
Whooper. Yes. I've always loved Whooper. Who's this Carulage? Fire and ghost type? Looks super cool.
Carulage, yes. So Carulage they're specific to the game that you get. So you have Carulage here or Cerulage, then you have Armoruge, the red one above it, red and yellow. So again,
gotcha.
If you get Scarlet, you get again purple. If you get if you get Scarlet, you get red. If you get, Violet, you get your purple, which one of the other reasons I think that this is just a really cool design. I think it doesn't fit in Pokemon, to be honest. Like this thing, like you look at all these other Pokemon, like you can't put him next to Belly Bolt and be like, yeah, this is the same thing. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't put this next to Frank Quoco and be like, yeah, or Farigiraf.
Right? I know.
And then you get these two things that fit like in a Mega Man game.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait to have a picnic with Carulage and my Lechonk.
Lechonk.
And I'll give them a bath together. It's going to be great.
So I like the morbid of watching Pokemon and being an adult, right? Where like you also have the gimmick of making sandwiches, right? And you're making your sandwiches, and I think they're only for me, because I don't think I'm feeding the Pokemon this. I hope, because like you look at the ingredients of that trailer, one of them is ham, and I'm like, where are we getting ham from? And
who are we giving the ham to?
Like, are we giving it to Lechonk? And Lechonk is like, I'm delicious.
Oh no.
Like it's just funny. Like all right, guys. I know you didn't think about it because, again, who would? But like, yeah, I just want to know. Like, am I gonna have some crab legs? And look at Cloth over here. Like,
I mean, Cloth looks like it's being fed crab legs. I mean, look at it. It's horrified by what is happening.
He looks really stressed.
He just does, but I get it. So does Smoliv. Smoliv. Oh, like a little olive.
8 foot tall, by the way, just 8 foot tall. And again, Farigiraf, because again, that's also another rumor, and probably also in the leaks of, hey, other gens might be getting evolutions, which is cool.
Yes. Yeah, it is cool.
Farigiraf now has a hoodie because its tail is now on its head. Don't ask how that can happen. Don't worry about it. But yeah, looks cool. I like it. Also 10 feet tall, which I'm like, oh, that makes sense. That's fine.
Yeah. I kind of want a Dragonite situation though, where it's like, oh, surprise! This actually evolves from this. And doesn't look anything like the previous evolution at all whatsoever.
What is that Pokemon?
Don't ask.
Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions you don't want answers to. Eventually, though, we will get evolutions of our starters, which, I mean, we have like a month left, guys. I need to make sure that my Duck Boy doesn't turn into what I think he's going to turn into. And me just be sad, because I really like Quaxley. Like, look at him. He's so proud.
Oh my God. Yes, he's a vibe. He's a vibe.
Yeah, he will be called he will be called a Disney character of some kind. Like, I will find the duck for him.
Hairdo.
I'm telling you, that hat is there. Like, he's just so proud to be here. A serious mannered Pokemon.
Yep. And then you have Fuecoco.
You're just kind of happy. Look at his little arms. He can't grab anything.
Yeah, he doesn't really need them.
He's gonna turn into a giant dinosaur, though. Like, I feel that this is gonna turn into a giant dinosaur.
I know. I really want him to turn into some kind of like OP like dinosaur because it's eating so much, right? Like, it's just gonna be huge.
Then Sprigatito, I don't know what Sprigatito's gonna turn into. Like,
something beautiful probably, and something that they're gonna use a lot in the what is it, like the shows? the
anime.
pageants.
Oh, yeah, like with May and them or whoever is the companion for. I guess just Ash doesn't have a companion anymore, does he? I guess his companion is now Go.
Yes. Oh my God, I ship them. I love Go and Ash.
I did like Gary coming back and being like, "I'm gonna make sure you're good for my old boyfriend."
Oh my God.
Make sure you're a good rival for Ash. So I'm like, all right, Gary, get out. We haven't seen you in years. Get out of here.
It's good.
Where have you been? But yeah, Pokemon. By the time this comes out, maybe Pokemon's already out. What version did you all choose? Which starter did you choose? Which one do you think is the cutest? And why is it again just Fido? I mean, come on, he's squishy. Look at him. And Lechonk. I would cuddle with both of these Pokemon, honestly. Like, even Cloth. Cloth can get a little cuddle in too. He needs to be like hugged and told it's gonna be okay. Oh, you know what this looks like to me? Cloth. What is the Elmo meme when he's just like looking up into the sky?
Oh yes. With the fire.
Yes, that's what he looks like. That's what this stupid thing looks like. He looks like the Elmo. Oh God, Elmo Rise. Oh, poor baby. I hope he's okay. Anything else from anyone on here tonight? Take your silence as a no. Well, that has been our podcast for today. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching on Twitch. I have been your host, Sam, here at the Game Raven Review Podcast. You can find me on pretty much everything at Sam Said It DFW. Let's start with Puppet. Where can you be found?
I am Puppet Master N. That's Puppet Master EN, and I am on all the socials under that tag. And follow me on Twitter. I'm funny. Also TikTok. Also Instagram, whatever, all the things. Twitch, I am streaming again on my own channel here and there. So if you want to watch me completely fail at Halo Infinite, or watch me nerd out over V Rising, or even play some of these games that we mentioned today because I am stoked about them, please come see me. And I might play some Pokemon on my channel. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But that's me. I'm Puppet Master N.
All right, and Taz, where can you be found?
Yes, you can find me at TazTDevil3 on all the social media. I co-host Raven parties here Sunday nights with Dark Isle. We will not be doing one tonight because I will be busy, but I'm also streaming on here Monday nights, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, playing whatever's hot and fresh on the indie game market. And then I just sporadically stream on my own channel as well. So, again, it's TazTDevil3. Hope to see you around.
Right. And Emily.
I am only on Instagram at AdamAntAWhitfoot. AdamAntAWhitfoot. And I don't do much other than like paint my nails now and then. That's it.
Good stuff though. She's good at it.
Right. I saw the candy corn stuff. That's also really cool.
Thank you. I couldn't be more happy with that one.
How'd you do that? Just on a side note, like those several coats. I have no clue how nail polish works. I've only done it like once. So like, it was like different coats. What's happening?
Yeah, it's actually a jelly polish. It's not a normal cream nail polish. So I used 3 different colors, all jelly type, and did one nail at a time, 3 coats of each, and then I covered it with a matte top coat, so it looks like the matte sort of finish of a candy corn, and it looks uncanny.
I see what you did there. Did. All right. And if you like to follow us, we are Game Raven Review at Game Review on Twitter and Twitch. We have a Facebook. We have a TikTok. We have Instagram. MySpace.
Oh my God. Tumblr. No, not really.
We have I was like, do we have a Reddit? I don't think we do. But again, also Discord. If you'd like to join our Discord, again, GameRavenReview.com. All our links will be there. You'll be able to join our Discord, talk to us, have fun times, play games, maybe even with us as well. Tell us what Pokemon you're going to be getting, because again, I will be doing trades because I need those. But hey, this has been our podcast once again. So thank you all for joining. Thank you all for listening and watching. And until next time, goodbye.